Today we're going to be looking at the Wada Ada, the dead zone inside the Wada Ada, and hopefully building a trading strategy around that. So let's get straight to it. Hey trader devs, I hope everybody's going extremely well. Welcome to my channel where I go through trading strategies. Today we're going to be looking at a indicator called the Wada Ada and hopefully building a trading strategy around that indicator. This trading strategy was suggested by somebody inside the Discord, so I thank them very much for all their help that they give me finding trading strategies every week. I guess the best idea is to get straight over to my computer to have a look. Okay, here we are on my computer. As you can see, everything is set up, but I will go through each and every one of the indicators very quickly. So the Wada Ada is this one down here. To find that, we need to go to indicators up here and write WAE, and then you'll find that the WAE version 4, which is this one here. I've actually used this one down here, which is the Wada Ada Explosion version 2, and this is the code that I've used actually for this trading strategy. This will bring up a lookalike of the MACD, I guess, which has a histogram in the background. We have a blue line, which I've actually changed the colors of. Now the reason is just so that you can see on YouTube a bit better my screen. So we have the blue line, which is this one here. If you click on the cog, you can make it a little bit thicker as well, like mine. You have this blue line here, these blue crosses, which is the dead zone. We have the explosion zone, which is the white line here, which is a moving average. And then we have an uptrend and a downtrend, which is the histogram in the background, giving us our uptrend and our downtrend, obviously. Okay, so that's all I've changed on those ones. And then I have a nice colorful chart here, as you can see. I have a couple of indicators on here. We have the T3, which is going to be giving us our trend direction. Now, I've not used the T3 before, so this is going to be an opportunity to use this one in this trading strategy. So when price is above the T3, we take longs, and when we're below, we take shorts. Okay, to add the T3, we have to go up to indicators up here and type T3. Now, it isn't the first one, it is this one here by H. Potter, which is the T3 average. That will give you this nice blue line like this. And then I have the range filter 5 minute, which is this background with the red in line that sort of covers your bars. Red and green lime colored line. I haven't actually changed anything on that, left it exactly as is. Same as the T3, when green we're looking for longs, when red we're looking for shorts. And our final indicator is the ATR bands. To add that, we go to indicators and ATR bands. And that's just literally going to help us choose our take profits and stop loss. So to add that, we have to click here. This is the second one here by Alexander TH. So let's have a look at the actual rules. I have written the rules here. Let's pull them over. For a long, we are looking for price, as I said, to be above this blue line, the T3. We're looking for a green range filter, so it has to be in this green background here, just like this. We're looking for a green Wada Ada. I've written WA instead of WAE, but it doesn't make no difference. So we're looking for the histogram to be green like this or like this. And we're looking for the Wada Ada MA, so the explosion bar, which is this white line here, to be above the dead zone, which is the blue line. Hopefully you can see that blue line there. So this white line has to be above this blue line. So let's have a look at an entry here. So we have our green line. We are above our T3 just like that. We're going to go and add a long entry here. Of course, I am cherry picking as always, just to show you guys what it would look like. So we're looking for an entry around here, I would guess. We have a green histogram. We have our explosion line above the dead zone. We are in the green on the range filter and we are above the T3. So I'm going to set my stop loss to the red line, which is the ATR bands. And then we're going to set our take profits to 1 to 1. So it was a very quick win. And as you can see, throughout the whole of the way up here, we could have had at least 3 good entries before coming back into the sell zone. Okay, so that's how to take a long. As you can see in yellow here, we have one other condition, which is no trading on the weekends. It seems that this trading strategy is not great for crypto on the weekends. So I found that actually 50 to 60% of all trading strategies that I've actually created actually do not work very well on a Saturday and Sunday. So I guess it gives you a day off anyway. So, right. So we're looking for now a short. Price has to be below the blue line, the T3. We're looking for a red range filter. So it's this reddy pinky color here. We're looking for a red or orange Wada'ata, so this here. And the WA has to still be above this blue exposure dead zone. So the exposure line, the white line, has to be above the blue line, just like that. So if I go over here, we can see we have a entry over here. Okay, so my entry would be around here. As always, as I say, I am cherry picking. So we are below the T3. We have our range filter red. We have our Wada'ata in the red. We have our explosion line above the dead zone. We're going to stick our stop loss right on that ATR line and look for our 1-to-1 risk to reward. And as you can see, that was a perfect win as well. Okay, so it seems quite good on paper. I certainly have had quite a lot of success recently with another trading strategy that I built on the Wada'ata, but this one looks particularly good. So I hope that the results will be good. So I'm going to go away and now and code it. If the results are good, I will be adding it to the one. Now the one is this trading strategy which I've built, which has all of the settings predefined inside it, so you don't have to go looking for the settings. But I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, I'm going to go away and code this, and I'll be back in a couple of seconds.
Come on, David, and once again he's going to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. Come on, David, show us what you got.
Okay, while I'm coding, if you do have a couple of seconds and you're enjoying the video and you feel as though it's worth it, if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, and that is hitting that thumbs up button. Helps me to get my channel out to everybody and helps me to grow, if you don't mind. If you do find it useful, also you can subscribe, and I do videos every Monday and every Friday. Links to my Patreon are below, where you can find all of these trading strategies which you can hook up inside of TradingView. Great. Right, I have now finished coding that. Let's have a look at my screen. Let's go back over to the backtesting results. As you can see, I've coded in the range filter, the Wada'ata, and all of these entries are added automatically so that we can get backtesting results using TradingView. So, let's pull up the TradingView back panel. Now this has been optimized, so I will go through the optimizations very quickly with you. As I said, we're using ATRs, risk to rewards, and all of that. The only thing that I actually have changed very slightly is added that the ADX. I will put my settings for the ADX on my website. As you can see, I've used the ADX for a bit more filtering. And the last thing was my flat market indicator, which I've added as well. There also is, I lied, it's not the last thing, the volume flow added as well. So I've added 3 other indicators for filtering out the bad results, but it was particularly good without all of these as well. I will show you afterwards. Let me just remove them so we can have a look. Okay, I have removed them now. It took a little bit of time for TradingView to refresh. But as you can see, without the other confluence that I've added, you still get a 67 almost % win rate. We have 169 trades, 401% net profit with a profit factor of 1.65. So I'm going to add my ones back on here. So I've added my flat market. I've added the ADX. As always, my favorite indicator, the ADX, is added. And the reason that I've added these is because it seems to help the trading strategy to run in the long run using the deep testing feature over in the corner over here. helps us to get a trading strategy that will give us the optimal results over a long period of time and also on a short period of time as well. So as you can see with the setup, we have a net profit of, well, a profitable win rate of 74%, which is absolutely excellent. When you look at this equity curve, it looks absolutely wonderful as well. We have a small drawdown of 13% because I am using leverage. So that would be, you can make that even smaller without using any leverage whatsoever. We have a 710% net profit, which is wonderful. When you look at the buy to hold return, which is minus 46% in the same period, we have a Sharpe ratio of 2.3. Now I did actually manage to get that even better, but this seemed to be the results that lasted in the long run. That's the information from there. Let's have a look at the last trades. So let's find out how long this has been going on. We have our first trade was on the January the 20th, which means that we've been trading for around 8 months. So yeah, that is the results of that. Let's go over to the David Tech dashboard. As you can see, the maximum wins in a row was 11, which is absolutely awesome. We have max losses in a row, which is 3. Total wins 95, total losses 32. Break evens was 0 because we're not using break evens in this actual trading strategy. And like I said, we have 127 trades. But before, what I did was I shared my settings in one space, so you could play around with the settings. You can still do that. You will be able to add this. But I have actually started building this indicator here called the 1. And the 1 is the absolute best settings for my trading setups, my trading strategies in one place. So you can actually go through and just literally click a button and it will tell you where I've optimized, what I've optimized the actual trading strategy for. You have a full list. And you have all of the trading strategies. There's currently 4 in there at the moment, which I've optimized. I have around 50 trading strategies, but these are the most optimal, best trading strategies I've got all in one place. And you literally have only one button to change. You can change the leverage and things like that, and you can connect them up to bots and get alerts as you wish. So that's a new feature for David Tech. I also have added a new website called trader.dev where you can actually test on forward testing, on paper trading, any of these trading strategies, so that you don't have to connect it up to a test net or something like that. You can just directly connect it up to my website. There will also be a leaderboard for that, so you can see which ones are the best and how they've been running. I will also be adding any of the one indicators to that website as well, so you can see them as well. Anyway guys, I really do hope that you enjoyed that. Like I said, you can add these to your trading view. The links are down in the description below. That's all for today. Have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday. Keep safe, keep coding, trade like a boss, and I'll see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.